Chapter 9, Text 33. Vibhuvanikamenam tamalivarinam Ravikar Gaurav Ambaram Dadhani Vapuhu Alak Kulavrit Ananabjam Vijay Sakhi Ratirastu Me Anuvadhya Tribhuvanikamenam tamalivarinam Ravikar Gauravambaram Dadhani Vapur Alak Kulavrit Ananabjam Vijay Sakhi Ratirastu Me Vadhya Tribhuvanikamenam Tamalivaranam Ravikar Gauravambaram Dadhani Vapur Alak Kulavrit Ananabjam Vijay Sakhi Ratirastu Me Vadhya. So the translation and purport, word for meaning, translation and purport. Tribhuvan, three statuses of planetary systems. Kamanam, the most desirable. Tamal, Varanam, bluish like the tamal tree. Ravikar, sun rays. Gaura, golden color. Varambaram, glittering dress. Dadhane, one who wears. Vapuhu, body. Alak kul avrata, covered with paintings of sandalwood pulp. Ananabjam, placed like a lotus. Vijay Sakhi, unto the friend of Arjun, Rati Astu. May attraction be reposed upon him. Me, my, Anuvadhya, without desire for fruitive results. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami, Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Translation. Śrī Kṛṣṇa is the intimate friend of Arjuna. He has appeared on this earth in his transcendental body, which resembles the bluish color of the tamal tree. His body attracts everyone in the three worlds, three planetary systems, upper, middle, and lower. May his glittering yellow dress and his lotus face, covered with paintings of sandalwood pulp, be the object of my attraction, and may I not desire fruitive results. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. When Śrī Kṛṣṇa, by his own internal pleasure, appears on earth, he does so by the agency of his internal potency. The attractive features of his transcendental body are desired in all the three worlds, namely the upper, middle, and lower planetary systems. Nowhere in the universe are there such beautiful bodily features as those of Lord Śrī Kṛṣṇa. Therefore, his transcendental body has nothing to do with anything materially created. Arjuna is described here as the conqueror, and Krishna is described as his intimate friend. Bhishmadev, on his bed of arrows after the battle of Kurukshetra, is remembering the particular dress of Lord Krishna, which he put on as the driver of Arjuna's chariot. While fighting was going on between Arjuna and Bhishma, Bhishma's attraction was drawn by the glittering dress of Krishna, and indirectly he admired his so-called enemy, Arjuna for possessing the Lord as his friend. Arjuna was always a conqueror because the Lord was his friend. Bhishma Dev takes the opportunity to address the Lord as Vijaya Sakhi, friend of Arjuna, because the Lord is pleased when he is addressed conjointly with his devotees, who was related with him in different transcendental humors. While Krishna was the charioteer of Arjuna, sun rays glittered on the dress of the Lord, and the beautiful hue created by the reflection of such rays was never forgotten by Bhishma Deva. As a great fighter, he was relishing the relation of Krishna in the chivalrous humor. Transcendental relation with the Lord in any one of the different rasas, humors, is relishable by the respected devotees in the highest ecstasy. Less intelligent mundaners who want to make a show of being transcendentally related with the Lord artificially jump at once to the relation of conjugal love, imitating the damsels of Vrijdham. Such a cheap relation with the Lord exhibits only the base mentality of the mundaner, because one who has relished conjugal humor with the Lord cannot be attached to worldly conjugal rasa, which is condemned even by mundane ethics. The eternal relation of a particular soul with the Lord is evolved. A genuine relation of the living being with the Supreme Lord can take any form out of the five principal rasas, and it does not make any difference in transcendental degree with a genuine devotee. Bhishma Dev is a concrete example of this, and it should be carefully observed how the great journal is transcendentally related with the Lord. Once again, the shloka and translation. Tribhuvan Kamanam Tamala Varanam Ravikar Gauram Ambram Didhane Vapur Alak Kulabrit Ananabjam Vijay Sakhe Ratirastu Menavatya. Sri Krishna is the intimate friend of Arjuna. He has appeared on this earth in his transcendental body, which resembles the bluish color of the tamal tree. His body attracts everyone in the three planetary systems, upper, middle, and lower. May his glittering yellow dress and his lotus face, covered with paintings of sandalwood pulp, be the object of my attraction, and may I not desire fruitive results. Hare Krishna. So this is such a beautiful description of Krishna's transcendental beauty. Okay, before I continue, can you just confirm if you all hear me clearly? Is the volume all right?
Yes, Prabhu, your voice is clear.
Okay, that's good. So, Krishna's transcendental beauty is being described here, and Grandfather Bhishma, the great general, is now meditating on the supreme object of meditation, which is Sri Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. As a Mahajan, he is most fortunate, Vishmadev, because Krishna himself has come at the time of his passing away. The Lord is present there. And Bhishma wants to take this opportunity to simply meditate on the transcendental beauty of the personality of Godhead. But particularly he is remembering the beauty of the Lord in the battlefield of Kurukshetra as the charioteer Parthasarathi. That is the object of his worship. Because Bhishma Deva is a great general, Maharathi, and is related to Krishna in a Veer Rasa, or the mood of chivalry, fighting mood. And earlier on, or in these prayers, you would also hear how that mood reflects Bhishma Deva's ultimate desire. And he wants to see Krishna as Vijayasakha. Vijayasakha Parthasarathi. So that is the worshipable object of Bhishma Deva, Parthasarathi. And in that form, he is remembering a beautiful dress of the Lord. Tribhuvan Kamanam, Amal Varanam, Ravikar Gaurav Ambaram Dadhane. Tribhuvan Kamanam. Krishna is very pleasing to all three planetary systems. Tribhuvan. There are three planetary systems according to the Vedic cosmology: upper, middle, and lower. So in the upper planetary system, we have Bhurloka, Bhurloka, Swargaloka, Mahaloka, Taploka, Janaloka, and Satyaloka. 7. Then we have the middle planetary system, earthly planet, where we live. Then you have lower planetary system. So lower planetary system include Tal, Vital, Sutal, Talatal, Mahatal, Rasatal, and Patal. So these are lower planetary systems. And earthly planet, we have one planet, and there are so many continents. So this is the situation of planetary system, particularly the material planetary systems. Bhishma Deva is addressing the Lord as Tribhuvana Kamana, Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna. He is Tribhuvan Kamanam. He is pleasing, he is most beautiful person, most charming, most beautiful, most attractive personality in all three planetary systems. So comparatively, if we see, then people in the upper planets, like Swargaloka, are 1,000 times more beautiful, thousands of times more beautiful than people in the earthly planet. So it is said that actually in the upper planetary system, they use man or human beings as they look at human beings as you would look at, as say, animals. So how can you compare the beauty of a pig, suppose a pig animal, man? Can't, because there's a vast difference in the beauty of a pig and the beauty of a man or human being, very vast difference. And if you compare even among human beings, in this planet, there are different continents. And in these continents, people are very different. So people in Bharatvarsh, in India, their features are different than people who are living in African countries. And those who live in China are very different in features than those who are living in Japan. Similarly, those who live in Europe are very much different in their features than those who live in America, North America. And those who live in North America are very different in features than those who live in South America. Very different. In one planet, there's so much difference in features. So this is not to say that those who are less beautiful or more beautiful, but there is a difference. You can see comparatively. So similarly, there is a difference of beauty in one planet to another planet. So people in this Swargaloka, when they look at human beings, for them, human beings like human beings would look at a pig or a dog. Although nowadays people see dog as beautiful and they keep dog just like a human friend. So this is just to give you an idea of beauty. But when Krishna goes to the Swargaloka planet, he goes to heavenly planet to return the kundal. There was a demon, Bhaumasur. He stole the earrings of Mother Aditi, who is the mother of all the Adityas, including Lord Vamandev. So Suryadev, Chandradev, all the Adityas, all the great demigods, they are the sons of Mother Aditi, Dwadas Adityas, because they are sons of Aditi. Indra is also her son, and Vamandev is her younger son. So sometimes Lord Vamandev is known as the younger brother of Indra, Upendra. So when Lord Krishna went to Swargaloka to return the earrings, kundal of Mother Aditi, which were stolen by Bhaumasur. So Lord killed Bhaumasur and he went to return the kundal of Aditi. So Aditi is also the mother of the Lord in his previous incarnation as Vamandev. So Krishna sees Mother Aditi as his mother because he accepted her in his previous incarnation as Vamandev, Upendra Vamandev. So he returned the Kavachan Kundal. And all the people in upper planetary system, Swargaloka, who are thousands of times more beautiful than the people in earthly planet. Particularly the women, they were so enamored by the beauty of the Lord. So men, women, all the demigods were completely enamored by the beauty of the Lord. Similarly, when Krishna went to Bali Maharaj's Loka at the request of his mother, Mother Devaki, she knew that Krishna, her son, is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So she requested that, my dear Krishna, please bring my 6 dead sons, who were killed by Kansa as soon as they were born. Because he knows that Krishna is capable. He is the Supreme Lord. So Krishna said, okay, mother, I'll bring your sons. So the Lord went to Bali Maharaj's planet. And Bali Maharaj immediately recognized the Lord. He worshipped the Lord and asked him, my dear Lord, what can I do? How can I serve you? So Krishna said, my mother wants that her sons should be returned. She wants to see them. And because they are living here with you, so can you allow them to go with me? So Bali Maharaj immediately agreed. So these 6 sons of Mother Devaki are known as Garbhasuras. They were actually devatas. They were demigods in their previous birth. And because they laughed at Lord Brahma, when Lord Brahma became enamored by the beauty of his daughter, and he was chasing his daughter. So these 6 are demigods, sons of Marichi. They laughed at him. So eventually Lord Brahma came to his senses, but he cursed these 6 Marichi Putras, Marichi. He cursed them to become demons. So they became demons. And then they were again cursed by Hiranyakashipu. So they became demons as grandsons of Hiranyakashipu. And because they went to perform austerity without his permission, then Hiranyakashipu cursed them. And he cursed them that in your next birth, you will be killed by your father. You will be killed. So he said, in your next birth, you will be killed one by one by your father. So Kansa, he was son of Hiranyakashipu in his previous birth, Palanemi. So Kansa kills sons of Mother Devaki, these 6 Garbhasuras. And they are his own sons in previous birth. But in this birth, they became sons of Mother Devaki, Krishna's older brother. So when they were brought by Krishna from Sutaloka, where Bali Maharaj is living, then Mother Devaki saw them and she became very satisfied, very emotional, seeing her dead sons coming back to her. But when the Lord went to Sutaloka, what I was describing is that people in Sutaloka became completely enamored by his beauty. So Bhishma Deva was saying, Tribhuvan Kamanam. Krishna is Tribhuvan Kamanam. This description of the Lord's beauty should also attract our attention. Krishna means all attractive personality of Godhead. Many years back, first time when I read Srila Prabhupada's Perfect Question, Perfect Answer, the first book, Prabhupada explained Krishna as this all attractive. So Krishna, this comes from root Krishna in Sanskrit, Krishna Dhatu, Kṛṣṇa. So Kṛṣṇa means attraction. Ana means pleasure. Supreme Personality, Krishna, who attracts the attention of everyone and gives them pleasure. In Vrindavan, everyone is attracted to Krishna. So I'm just going to take a couple of verses which describe Krishna's all attractive beauty. So let's start with Brahma Samhita. Famous verse from Brahma Samhita. Penum Kudantam Arvind Dalayaksham Barhavatam Samsitam with Sundarangam Kandarpa Koti Kamaniya Vishesha Shobham Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. I worship the primeval Lord Govinda, who holds a flute, Venum Kunantam, Arvinda Dalayataksham, and his eyes are so beautiful like lotus petals. If you see full-blown lotus, it's so beautiful. You'll find in the scripture that Krishna is being compared, his limbs are being compared, his eyes are being compared, his hands are being compared, his feet are being compared to lotus. Why? Because lotus is the most beautiful object in this material world. Most beautiful. So Krishna's body cannot be compared with anything. Now, because we don't have anything other than lotus, which is so pure, beautiful, so Krishna's beauty is compared to lotus, because there is nothing else to compare with. So that's why Mother Kunti Maharani, she's comparing the Lord's beauty. Namaha Pankaj Netraya, Namaha Pankaj Maline, Namaha Pankaj Netraya, Namaste Pankajangre. So this description of Krishna's beauty should steal our heart. Then we are fine. And if this description does not steal our heart, then Maya will steal our heart. So you have only two choices. Either you give your heart to the beauty of Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is Tribhuvan Kamanam, all attractive personality in entire creation, Tribhuvan Kamanam. Or if you don't do that, then some created Maya's creation in the form of some hero or heroine will attract your attention. Or if not, then some mundane hero, heroine, or some mundane person made of flesh and blood will attract your attention. No choice. So, for devotees, this is our opportunity to become attracted to the most attractive personality of Godhead, Tribhuvan Kamanam. Venum Kunantam Arvinda Dalayaksham Barhavatam Samsitam Buddha Sundarangam Kandarbha Koti Kamaniya Vishesha Sobham Govindam Adipurusham Tamaham Bhajami. So Krishna's beauty is being described. He's playing flute. He has peacock feather on his head. And he has this beautiful blackish color. And this beauty is attracting Kandarbha Koti Kamaniya Vishesha Sobham. His beautiful form is more beautiful than the Cupid personified Cupid. So in the material world, Cupid attracts everyone. Cupid, the attraction between man and woman. So that is made possible because of Cupid. The Cupid is attracting everyone. Cupid is most attractive in this material world. But Krishna is so attractive that he attracts the attention of Cupid. In his incarnation as Nar Narayan Rishi, Krishna incarnates, Krishna and Arjuna, they incarnated as Nar and Narayan. So Arjuna was Nar Rishi, and Krishna is Narayan Rishi. They still reside in the Himalayas, in Badrikashram. So then, at that time, Cupid personified came to disturb their tapasya, their austerity. So Narayana Rishi, he simply slept. He just slept his thigh. And from his thigh, he created the most beautiful Apsara, Urvashi. So when Cupid, who had come there, and he saw that Lord Narayana Rishi, they have created an Apsara who is more beautiful than any Apsara in the heavenly planets. So they were completely awestruck. He came to his senses, Cupid, and then he asked for forgiveness. Narayana Rishi, they forgave him, and they said, okay, you also take this Apsara with you. So Urvashi, the most beautiful Apsara in heavenly planet, was created by the thigh of the Lord. So the Lord is so beautiful. How can Cupid attract him? But Cupid attracts everyone in this material world. Everyone. Even the great demigods, Indra, Chandra, or at times Brahma, Shiva, they are all attracted by the attraction of Cupid, but not Krishna. Krishna is known as Madan Mohan. Therefore, he is known as Madan Mohan. So Bhishma Deva is praying here, is meditating upon the most attractive form of the Supreme Lord. I'll just take one more verse describing Krishna's beauty. Kasturi tilakam lalatapatale vakshastale kotsabam nasagre varmoktikam kartale venu kare kankanam sarvange harichandanam sulalitam kanthe cha muktavali gopastri parvestito vijayate gopala chudamani. This is another beautiful description of the most attractive form of the Supreme Lord, Kasturi Tilakam. So Krishna has this tilak, Kasturi Tilak, which is made of Kasturi, a substance found in the navel of a deer. Kasturi Tilak. So Kasturi Tilakam Lalat. The Lord has got Kasturi Tilak on his forehead, Vakshastale Kotsabham. On his left chest, the Lord has Kotsab. Vakshastale Kotsabham. So he has got Kotsab money. Kotsab is a jewel, and Krishna wears this jewel on his chest. Vakshastale Kotsabham, Nasagre Harimoktikam. In his nostril, the Lord has this nice nose ring. So some of the beauty here you would find so attractive. He has got nose ring. The Lord has nose ring. Nasagre Harimoktikam. Nose ring. A beautiful pearl hanging from his nose ring. Kartale Venu Kare Kankanam. And in his hand, he has got attractive flute. Sarvange Harichandana. And the Lord is anointed with chandan, sandalwood paste. All over his body, he has got fragrant sandalwood paste. Sarvange Harichandanam. Sulalitam Kanthecha Muktavali. So he has got the pearl, the pearl necklace around his neck. Gopastri Parvestito Vijayate Gopala Chudamani. So that way, Gopala Chudamani, the supreme cowherd boy in Brijadham, the son of Nanda Maharaj, is attracting the attention of all the gopastris, all the cowherd damsels in Vrindavan. So gopastris, they are attracted by Krishna. And who are these gopastris? These are Krishna's intimate worshippers, intimate friend, Sakhis, Gopastri. And the damsels of Brajabhumi, they are more glorious and more attractive than Lakshmi Devi in Vaikuntha. Lakshmi Sahasra Satsambham Sevyamanam Govindam Adi Purusham Tamham Bhajami. So there are millions and millions of Lakshmis serving the Lord in Goloka Vrindavan. And amongst them, the damsels of Brijabhumi, Gopanganas, Gopis, they are the most glorious. So this is the beauty of Krishna. As devotees, we should be meditating upon, as Bhishma Deva is meditating at the end of his life. So when we meditate on Krishna's beauty, the lust within our heart evaporates. When we meditate on the beauty of some mundane bodies, man or women, then our mind becomes inflicted with lust, particularly those who watch these mundane movies, whether from Bollywood or Hollywood or any other movies. So this is the most dangerous, because then your mind becomes inflicted with the lusty desires. Hare Krishna. So I'll stop here and we'll take some questions or comments. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you. Thank you so much, Raghupati Prabhu, for the wonderful class. And the flow was very nice. Like, you speak very calm and peaceful. I was really appreciating and enjoying the lecture. So I request किसी भक्त का अगर कोई प्रश्न है हिंदी में भी वो प्रभु जी से पूछ सकते हैं हिंदी में, या they can write in the comment box any question related to today's verse. Just Prabhu, one my question is this: in this today's verse, yeah, there is a question from Varun Prant Prabhu. Prabhuji is from Delhi and is asking, who were the brother of Bhishma Deva?
Okay. So this is described in Mahabharata, Varunapant Prabhu. Bhishma Deva had two brothers, Chitrangad and Vichitravirya. So they were born of Satyavati, Mata Satyavati. When Bhishma Deva's father, Shantanu Maharaj, he married Satyavati after Ganga Devi left him. There were two sons born, Chitrangad and Vichitravirya. So Chitrangad was killed in a battle with Gandharva. Vichitravirya then married three princes from Banaras, Varanasi, Kashi. So these three princesses, they were married to Vichitravirya, and eventually Vichitravirya also died without any progeny. Then Lord Vyasdeva was called to give progeny to this Kuru dynasty. So answer to your question is Chitrangad and Vichitravirya. Okay, there is another question from
I wanted to ask
Sneham.
about earlier sons of Ganga who were drowned by Ganga. Like
Okay,
they were said
so
like Ashtabasus and they were.
yeah. So there were 7 Vasus before Bhishmadeva was born. And these 7 Vasus were also somehow delivered by Mother Ganga. So they are Ashtavasus. But in Hastinapur, the brothers of Bhishmadeva who were alive, they were Chitrangada and Vichitravir. So he had 2 mothers, his own mother Ganga, and these Ashtavasus, including Bhishmadeva, they were born of Ganga Devi. And there were 2 brothers from his stepmother Satyavati, Chitrangada and Vichitravir. They survived. Yes, you're right. There were Ashtavasus, and Bhishmadeva is one of the Vasus. These Vasus were cursed by Vasishtha Muni. As a curse, they had to be born, and Mother Ganga took them as soon as they were born and put them in the Ganga water. So apparently it looks like she killed them, but actually she delivered them from the curse of Vasishtha Muni. But Bhishmadeva, he was cursed because he was cursed to suffer longer. So that's why he survived, and he had to suffer as lying on the bed of arrows. There's another question here. Why Arjuna was so special other than Pandavas? So Arjuna was intimate friend of the Lord. So Pandavas, they were sons of different demigods. Like Yudhishthira Maharaj, he was born of Dharmaraj. Bhim, Bhimsen from Vayudev, Pavandev. And Nakul and Sahadev from Ashwini Kumaras. So Arjuna was also born of Indradev. But Arjuna particularly, he is the intimate friend of the Lord. So in Mahabharata we find description that Arjuna was also an associate of the Lord in previous births. So as in the form of Nar and Narayan Rishi, Arjuna came as Nar Rishi, and Krishna as Narayana Rishi. So Arjuna is very special amongst the Pandavas because he is intimate friend of the Lord and his associate. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Pandavanam Dhananjaya. Amongst the Pandavas, I am Dhananjaya, Arjuna. Okay. Any other questions?
Yeah, Prabhu, I have one question here. In today's verse, it is said that Sri Krishna is the intimate friend of Arjuna. He has appeared on the earth in his transcendental body, which resemble to bluish color of tamala tree. So the question is that some devotee asked that what is the color of the Krishna? Sometimes they are saying it's a black or white, or as per this word, it's showing the bluish color of a tamala tree. Can you throw some light on it?
Yeah, so Krishna is described differently, sometimes bluish, sometimes like a tamal tree. So all these descriptions are to give us some idea with some object we can see. Like if you go to Vrindavan, in the courtyard of Krishna Mandir, you will see tamal tree. The tamal tree is blackish. But sometimes Krishna's beauty is described as a Nava Ghanashyam, new cloud. So new cloud, tamal tree, then sometimes he is described as bluish. This is just to give us an idea of Krishna's beauty. Actually, Krishna's beauty is uncomparable with anything in the material world. But we find the description in the scriptures just to give us the idea so we can understand. So yes, all the description about Krishna's beauty are right, whether you call him Naveen Nirada, Rupa Manohar. His beauty is like Naveen Nirad, new cloud. New cloud, if you look at new cloud in the rainy season, new cloud is not too dark. New cloud is bluish. Naveen Nirad, Rupa Manohar. Krishna's beauty is like new cloud. And sometimes you see Krishna's beauty as Tamal Varnam. So Bhishmadev is saying Tamal Varnam. Blue is like Tamal tree. Sometimes Srimati Radharani, out of her intense separation from Krishna and the gopis, they will embrace the Tamal tree, thinking that it was Krishna. Okay, Prabhu, any other question or comment?
There is a question, Prabhuji, from Rajat Prabhu. What is the relationship of colors and Sato, Rajo, and Tamo Guna? Should we avoid any color to program in devotional service? Can you tell us about it?
So Satagun white, Rajagun red, and Tamagun black. Red, so white, red, and black. Should we avoid any color to progress in devotional service? So these are three colors, particularly the colors which are related to Krishna. So those colors are nice. Otherwise, according to gunas, we choose different colors. So if you have passion, you would like reddish color. If you are in the mode of goodness, then you prefer things which are white, mode of passion, and then mode of ignorance is black. But then Krishna's color is also black, blackish or bluish. So it all depends what you like. But anything related to Krishna is always transcendental. Anything which reminds you of Krishna. There was one devotee of Lord Jagannath. So he was eating prasadam. He was about to eat his prasadam. And then he saw this dal, urad dal. Urad dal looks blackish. So in that urad dal, he saw the eyes of Lord Jagannath. He said, no, I can't eat this. So devotees are Krishna conscious. Main thing is to become Krishna conscious. Just like Mahaprabhu, when he is in his ecstasy, sees the ocean and thinks this is Yamuna. He sees the mountain of sand and he thinks it's Govardhan. So when we are Krishna conscious, then everything will remind us of Krishna. So main thing is to become Krishna conscious. Okay, Manisha Mataji, why black clothes are considered to be inauspicious for women? In different cultures, the colors have different meanings. So just like in Vedic culture, black colors are avoided. And red color is considered auspicious, especially for married women. But same red color is considered inauspicious for widows. So the widows should not wear red color. And similarly, married women should not wear white color. So according to cultures, then these colors have different meanings. In the West, it's so different. In the West, it's topsy-turvy. Everything is just opposite. So Vedic culture and Western culture is very different. So different. In the West, people prefer black color. But normally, in Vedic culture, the colors have different meanings. White colors are considered good for widows. When some woman is wearing white, then people think, oh, maybe she lost her husband. But a widow should not wear all these colored saris. At least this is in Vedic culture. But nowadays, that's not being followed. So Manisha Mataji, your question was why it's considered inauspicious for women, black color. Because black color denotes the mode of ignorance. It also denotes the mode of darkness. So women, when they are wearing black, they personify these ghosts. So ghosts, they normally like black color. You don't want to look like ghost, okay, inauspicious. So Shamachandra Prabhu has put some comment here. Black absorbs all light, so it's a low energy color. So black used in contrast, particularly with white or yellow, does create energy. So black on its own can be depressing and can dampen the mood. That's a nice explanation. Okay, any other question or comment?
Thank you so much, Prabhu. I understand that it's very late in UK, and please, I request you to take rest. Again, you have to wake up for the Mangla Aarti and your morning program, and already you have given us your association. I'm very thankful. I'm very inspired by your way of speaking and delivering the lecture. This is very fine, and I can see in your background there is a still day. so there is a verse in Bhagavad Gita. What is a night for a devotee is a day, and for a day or for a non-devotee is a day for a devotee. So I can see this live example and how dedicatedly you agree for the classes, and you don't see that this is a Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Tesham Satata Yuktanam Vajatam Priti Purvakam Dadami Buddhi Yogam Tam Yena Mam Upayati. So those who are 24 hours ready to serve Krishna, it means they know that anytime the death can come. We don't know that what is the next, we will be able to breathe or not. But if we are always alert, we are always ready to serve Krishna, it means we are saved and we are in his divine nature and his divine energy. So once again, Prabhuji, wonderful lecture. The devotees are very happy, and they are very happy to listen to you, and always request you in the future as well, once in a month at least, you give your association by your purity, because we have not spent so much time in devotional service or bhakti, but we didn't born, but you took the initiation from our Guru Maharaj, and how wonderfully Mataji, uh, Vinod Manjari Mataji is distributing the book, and you are cultivating Krishna consciousness in all over the world. So I'm very thankful to you, Prabhuji. Thank you once again about the class. So we will pay our obeisances to all the Vaishnava and end the session. Okay.
Thank you, Prabhu. So thank you to all the devotees, and we are very grateful for your association. Thank you for all your questions and comment. And finally, thank you very much, Shamchandra Prabhu, for giving us this opportunity. Hare Krishna.
Vancha kalpatrubhyascha kripa sindhubhairyeva cha Titanam pavanebhyo
Vaishnavebhyo namo namaha.
Anand Koti Vaishnav Vrind ki jai, Sri Radha Kunj Bihari Bhagwan ki jai, Sai ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. His Grace Raghupati Das Prabhu ki jai. So
Hey.
Hare Krishna to all, a happy Krishna consciousness and blissful day. Hare Krishna, Hare Bol.